Good afternoon. I want to talk about this globalist agenda. Do you see what's going on in the Western world, all over the Western world, that they want to turn most of the Western nations into third world nations? You guys know that? And you're crying, you're whining, you're fighting back, you're pushing back, you're angry. I have news flash for you. These people that wants to turn the Western world into third world nation. They didn't wake up yesterday and say, oh, let's go ahead and do it. No, they have had years and years of practice on Africa. Or the nations that we call third world nation today. Who you think got together and sat back and decided to name a nation first world, second world, and third world? The very people that you think wants to turn your nations, the Western world, into third world nations, have had years of practice in Africa and many of what we call third world nation today. And when they were doing it, where were you guys? Where was the moral outcry and the cry for justice and humanity? Where was it? You guys were silent. Most of you even used to look down upon Africans and third world nations as people who are full of disease, poverty, war, famine, illiteracy. You used to look down upon us as if it was our problem or it was our fault or it was our own doing. No, it wasn't. Now they have come to your doorpost. You are waking now. Every war, disease epidemic, famine, political unrest, economic disaster in the continent of Africa and possibly many third world nations was hatched, cooked up, orchestrated, strategized, executed, and unleashed upon the Africans in the continent of Africa and what we call third world nation by the very people you are pushing back against today in the Western world that wants to bring you down and turn you into third world nation. They have had years of practice. But when they were practicing on us, where was the whole world? AIDS and Ebola manufactured and patented. You know where. Go do your research. You'll find out. It doesn't have an African patent number. It was not manufactured there. So you tell me, how did it wind up in Africa killing millions? And for decades, the world looked at Africans like a bunch of disease-stricken people full of famine, illiterate, barbaric animals that just want to slaughter and kill each other. Only to find out the very same people that orchestrated those evil against Africans behind the scene are the people right now on your doorposts. Are the very people you are fighting against and pushing back. I'm talking about you Westerners now. But those people didn't wake up yesterday and say, let's bring down the Western world. No, they have had years of practice in Africa. Every African leader that you saw, they killed them. Let me tell you how that happens. The ruling globalist elite, if they discover any kind of raw materials or minerals anywhere in the continent of Africa, they will go to that particular leader in that particular country in the continent of Africa, and they'll try to make a deal with him and say, we're going to take 80% or 70% of what we discover in the raw materials and we'll bring it out to the West. We're going to create products, manufacture products, and then ship those same products back to you Africans and sell it back to you for arm and the legs. If those leaders refuse, next you know he's there. It's a military coup. It's tribalism. There's a disease epidemic. There's an economic crash. That's how you see every African leader were ever taken out. That's how and that's why they were taken out. And what did the Western world do? You guys look the other way. Because you ate up the news that they fed you then. The same news now today, you are looking at it, you are thinking twice and say, wait a second. Is it really what they're saying is true? You are questioning now your news sources. You are questioning the news media, and every word they say, you take it with a grain of salt. You no longer take it as face value, take it to the bank to cash. You question it, and you're supposed to question the news. They destroy the continent of Africa. You see them go and cause war and disease epidemic and famine. Then they go and talk about they're going to airlift their citizens, their American citizens, the German citizens. They're going to airlift them. Then they're going to send the UN to the UN peacekeeping force to bring peace. And they're going to drop some bag of rice and drop some medicine by UNICEF and this and that. When behind the scene, they are the actual one who caused the war, the disease, the famine, the unrest. They caused it. Then in the front, they look at a bunch of humanitarian. They're giving Africans humanitarian effort. They're sending the UN peacekeeping force. They're sending some medicine by UNICEF and this and that and the other. And you guys ate those news up years ago in the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, the 30s, however long. You guys ate it up and you look down upon Africans like, when are you guys going to get it together? Why can't you guys get it together? Why is there always disease? Why is there always war? Why is there always famine? Why is there always an unrest in the continent? Now you know the answer. Because they're coming for you now. You see the difference? This is not to paint a picture and say Westerners, the average citizen of the Western nation are not evil. It's their leaders I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the average citizen. Because the average citizen knew the actual truth, they will stand behind their brothers and sisters in Africa and third world nation. So this ruling globalist elite did not wake up yesterday and say, let's take down the Western world and turn them into a third world nation. No, they can only say that audacity and boldness because they have had years of training in Africa. The continent is in the condition it's in because of the very people that wants to take you guys down. Yes, they have done it for years and the world kept silent. The world looked the other way. The world did look down upon us. They questioned us many times. Why can't you people just get it right? Now I want to ask you the same question. Why can't you people just get it right? Look what happened with your 2020 election. Look what happened to the midterm recently. I can ask you the same question. Why can't you guys just get it together? Look, for the past 2-3 years, they cook up something, they spread it and unleash it upon the whole world. They put you under house arrest for 2 years. They call it quarantine or lockdown. They made you to wear a face diaper. They call it mask. And they demanded you stand 6 feet apart. Why can't you guys just get it together? Why did you take it? The same question people used to ask. Why are you Africans? Why you can't get it together? I'm asking now, why can't you get it together? Why did you allow that to happen to you? You are nations of freedom. You have freedom. You have democracy, supposedly, allegedly. You are free. You have constitutional rights. So why can't you guys just get it together? You see, it's not that easy after all, is it? Because if it was, you would have gotten it back together. Look at the price of gas. $3, $4, $5 for gas. Look at the price of food. Look, Black Friday just happened. How many people you saw standing in line for Black Friday? Anybody got money for that these days? The price of food, the price of gasoline. Who has time to go waste extra discretionary income on fashion and electronics for Black Friday? You see? The point I'm trying to make is not even to put the Western against the Africans or the first world against the third world. That's not even the purpose of my post. The purpose of my video is there should be a moral outcry, whether this happened in Africa, in Haiti, in India, or America, or Europe. There should be a moral outcry. None of us should sit down going forward that we'll see our brothers and sisters suffering and we just look the other way and say, why can't those people just get it together? Those people. You see that mindset? That kind of complacent, lackadaisical, arrogant mindset. Why can't those people why can't you get it together now? See? It's not so easy now after all, is it? When the evil is knocking your door down, it's not so easy now, is it? But for us to overcome the wickedness and the evil in the world that have destroyed Africa, now they want to destroy the Western world, the best way to take them out, the best way to overcome, the best way to fight against them is that we begin to mobilize. Because now this is not a war against America, Africa, black, white, Christians, non-Christians, heterosexual. This war is against good and evil. This war is against humanity, period. If you are a human being and you live on this earth and you want to live in peace and security and stability, this war is against you and me. We have to come together and put some systems into place that such wicked, evil, diabolical agenda is not only wiped out, but when it's wiped out and taken out and defeated, it should never have a chance to rise its ugly head ever again in the earth. If we love each other, it's a hard problem. If you ask me, all this nonsense is a hard problem. A heart lacking love for yourself and for each other, for humanity. Because what would take another human being to cook up diseases in a laboratory and then use another set of human beings as medical lab rats? Are you even a human being? I question your humanity. Whoever cook up those diseases, the AIDS, the Ebola, the hepatitis, the corona, the monkeypox, the chickenpox, the dogpox, all those diseases from inception. From inception, those diseases were cooked up. Look at the Zika virus. Remember a few years ago, Zika virus, women in Brazil was giving birth to babies who their head was deformed. What became of it? You see, only the Zika virus, it came from the mosquitoes. You see, yeah, it came from the mosquitoes. But people have been living mosquitoes for years. Nobody got Zika virus from mosquitoes. So all of a sudden now, they are getting Zika virus from mosquito bite. So that leads me to ask the question, who gave the mosquito the Zika virus? Or is the virus really from the mosquito? They used to have the West Nile virus somewhere in Florida. Remember? That also came from mosquitoes. People have been living mosquitoes in Florida and Africa and the world for years. Generations. Time on end. Nobody had West Nile virus or Zika virus from mosquitoes. All of a sudden they get it. Nobody asking the right questions. Where did the mosquito get the Zika virus or the West Nile virus from? Or is it from the mosquitoes? Now they say corona came from the bat. Bat has been living with human being. Bat has been around. Excuse me. Bats has been coexisting on the earth with humanity from inception. Nobody got no virus from bat. All of a sudden, bat is giving viruses to human. Nobody asking the right questions. Where did bats got the viruses from? If at all, it came from the bats. We go to Africa. They say, oh, AIDS came from the monkeys. The Africans ate the monkeys and they got AIDS. Excuse me, I'm an African. I haven't eaten monkey meat. Not that I know. Maybe as a child they give it to me. I don't know. But as an adult, I don't eat it. I've never eaten it. Yes. But excuse me. Africans have been eating monkey meat from inception. They never got AIDS. All of a sudden, in the 80s, the Africans eating monkey and they got the monkey meat and they got the AIDS from the monkey. Nobody asked, how come these particular monkeys are giving Africans AIDS when Africans been eating monkey from before? Who gave the monkey the AIDS? For the Africans to eat so they can get AIDS? Or did the AIDS really come from the monkey? Or from the free vaccination they give the Africans to say, come, we're going to give you free vaccine, free health care, free prenatal care, free this, free vaccine for Ebola, free vaccine for polio, free vaccine. They are always in Africa giving out free vaccine because they care more for our health. Only to find out after they gave you those free vaccine, you line up a bunch of sheep, you take those free vaccine. After you taking it a few months or a few years later, there's a disease epidemic. Nobody have enough sense to trace back to find out where it came from. You see? Hello? Let's talk. Beloved, I want us to talk. I want us to become critical thinkers. Because many of the education system, the Western education system, even globally, is nothing more than an indoctrination system. They indoctrinate you in schools. They dumb you down in colleges and universities. They brainwash you through the mainstream media. And Hollywood seduces you and distracts you from thinking clearly, critically, and logically. You see? AIDS, Ebola, monkey, bats, mosquitoes. What else? You just name it. Chicken pox. They came from chicken? Who knows? They had the mad cow disease a few years ago. Isn't it? We've been having cows and we've been eating beef for years. All of a sudden now you eat beef, you get the mad cow disease. Nobody asked, where did the cow get the mad disease from? Or did it really come from the cow? Nobody asking questions. Whatever they cook up in a laboratory and use the mainstream media as their talking points and their voice and their loudspeaker, we listen to it. Nobody question it. We'll take it to the bank and cash it, and we'll eat it like a bunch of zombies and idiots. And when you decide to become a critical thinker and ask some questions, then you are a conspiracy theorist or thin hat wearing conspiracy theorists, isn't it? Come on, people, let's think. We do have a brain. I hope we do. Then we need to use it. We need to come together. When I say we, I mean humanity. This is a cry for humanity to come together as a whole. We should no longer allow these people to continue to bully us, brainwash us, distract us, indoctrinate us, and we just sit there and take it. No more. This is an outcry for humanity to come together. Let's do this together. I'm an African. Yes, I love America. I love Africa. I love the church. I love humanity. I love the world. But we can no longer sit down and be quiet and be silent and think those people. Sometimes I hear what's going on in Europe, the price of gasoline, they can't even heat their homes. They have to decide, should they heat their home or should they eat? Africans been making those decisions for years, though. Till today, they are still making those decisions because somebody did it. But they paint the picture like this, the Africans' fault. No. The same people who turned Africa into third world nations. The continent of Africa, 52 nations, countries in Africa, all the countries in Africa, they're very people who turned them into third world nation. They are now at the doorpost in Europe, America, other part, Australia, Canada. They're there now. They want to turn you into a third world nation. And you woke up and say, wait, hold up. At least I'm proud of you guys, and I respect you and honor you, that some of you are fighting back and pushing back. The Africans just lied and took it. But today's Africans, we are waking up. We got sense now to ask critical questions and think logically. Isn't it? So let's come together. Don't know how we're going to do this because they censor you. They monitor your videos. They take down. Even me, my YouTube channel have been taken down for how many years? I've been trying to get it back. They refuse to put it back. I'm going to put this on Rumble. I'm going to put this on a Brighty on. I'm not going to put it anywhere else. Maybe I'll cut bits and pieces and put it on TikTok maybe. That's it. You'll find me on Rumble, the African blogger. You'll find me on Telegram, the conservative blogger. Yes. I wouldn't dare to put this on YouTube. Because I just built another new YouTube channel, the African blogger. If I put this there, they might just well take it down. You see the censorship? The West, they want to take down the West. But they didn't wake up yesterday and say, let's take down the West. No, they have been having years and years. From inception, practicing with Africa and with Africans. Yes, they didn't just start today, my friend. Now there's a moral outcry. Where was the moral outcry when Africa was going through the same thing that the West is now going through? Where was the moral outcry? See? What's going on in Haiti? You think the Haitians did their country like that? No, the same people who wants to destroy your countries. I'm talking about Western people. Are the same people who destroy Haiti. Yes. Many third world nations are the very people who destroy it. They know now. They know the formulas. They know the formulas and the blueprints how to turn a nation into a third world nation. They know that. They have been doing it for years. You see? You see? I'm not happy to see this going on. But the point is, we should no longer sit back and be quiet. That if we fight back now, and we push back in the Western when we win, then we'll go back, we are comfortable, we'll go back to our football game, our NFL, and enjoy our life. And we hear something going on in Africa or Haiti, we just ignore them. No, we can't do that anymore. We did that for years. Now it's at our doorpost. Like that quote from that famous guy, Bonhoeffer. If somebody can help me memorize the quote. I know it, I don't want to paraphrase and butcher it. But when they come looking for you, there's nobody there to defend you. See? So when they come looking for your brothers and sisters in Africa and Haiti to destroy them, you must do something about it, beloved. I don't know if anything I said makes any sense to anybody. Think of it what you may. If something makes sense to you, wonderful. If it doesn't make sense to you, you just do one thing. You know what you do? Delete the video, move on. Don't come and start a war, a debate, or argument. Because I don't even have the energy or the desire to even argue back. I don't. The purpose of the video is not even to come and sit here and argue with you. And to my battery is dying on my phone. That's why it keeps fading in and out. Yes, I need to charge my phone. But the point is, I hope something I said hit a nerve that will provoke you and challenge you to want to wake up and do something. And if nothing I said makes sense to you, my friend, hit delete, keep moving, go look for another channel, another video, and carry on. Because some people, they are just, I call them demons manifesting the flesh. They just come looking for something to say that they don't like, something you have said that they don't like, and they will take that to get into an argument with you in the comment section. I will indulge. I will engage. I will hit delete, block, finish. Hello. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.